See, it's more how, guys, I can listen to an album and I can listen to people's music while talking to you, and I can understand straight away that I'm looking to understand something that no matter if I'm alone or never alone, actually, I have to find a way to help myself. So it's much more how I feel that no matter what, that everybody's alone. I feel that no matter what, that I never need a crutch like a cigarette. I never need anything from the outside world to make myself feel good. I mean, I think I make myself feel good already by the breathing I do and by the way I feel. Actually, it's more how I feel. I see it's much more how I understand straight away that I'm alone in my making of music over here. I'm alone throughout life, and that's it. But actually, what else can I tell you? Actually, it's much more how I feel that no matter what, that I'm learning very quickly about life. So I can listen to music all day long and also be able to talk to you. There comes a time and place where people have success and people have to study upon life and have to understand how it is. But no matter what, I need to make sounds like my Nice and Beautiful 1 hour mixes I made, such as Avash Never Kill and Sonify and Adanotopia. To make those kind of mixes, I can do that. And I can make those mixes come true, and now it's just more self-learning. I probably have to self-learn. I have to self-learn, but that's how I'm doing life. I'm doing life in self-learning mechanisms. I'm learning how, after 16 years of producing music, that I may enjoy my life and I may enjoy my life more. And I want to talk it out with myself anyway. I feel like talking, and that's how I'm understanding something. I'm learning how to enjoy myself. I'm enjoying that nice and beautiful feeling. I see, I'm enjoying that nice and beautiful feeling of love and devotion. And it's much more how I feel. I feel that now that my 2021 album is much better than my 2020 album. And I'm learning very quickly about life. I'm learning how to just produce music. And guess what? I'm learning how to dwell upon life much greater. I'm learning how to just enjoy it. So, you know what? I before was doing drugs. I was doing drugs and I was trying to live off of drugs and I was trying to do drugs to become a nobody. But this time around, I'm just really popular with my life over here. So what I do is I'm learning very quickly about life over here, and I'm showing myself much greater. I'm showing myself a much greater time in the process of what I'm doing. But as I talk to you, I'll be uploading content, and that's much more how I feel. I feel the love in the air in terms of my words and in terms of what I hear always. And I feel it's much more how I understand straight away. I thank Esteban for his track Alive because it sounds excellent. Actually, I'm looking for a nice and beautiful way of life over here to enjoy myself differently, and I need to enjoy. I'm looking for something to do. I have to show you guys I'm doing all I can. I'm doing all I can in terms of my music and everything. Actually, every single day I need to push through the content. I have to push through watching videos of people doing their thing in terms of the music production. And I have to watch more and more. And I have to push through. Eventually I can push through and I can make something happen with my nice and beautiful videos and everything I do. So no matter what I'm doing every single day, I'm looking to enjoy my life and finish this life and very ideal. No matter what I'm doing, I'm learning something. I'm learning how to talk much more, and I'm learning how to have much more brilliances in terms of what I'm doing, and it's much more how I feel. I feel that that's a beautiful feeling. I feel that that's a beautiful way of life. So as I really grow myself, I'm learning that that's a beautiful feeling of being able to do my life better. So no matter what, I'm learning how to eventually succumb to myself over here with all the ideas I have from people, and I read all of that and then start everything. And it's much more how I feel. I feel like no matter what, I'm never giving up. I'm never giving up on what I'm doing. I understand straight away that life is just the way it is. I understand this one never did start off right away. I see it's much more how I feel. I understand straight away how I need to grow myself, and I'm growing myself in different ways. So it's much more how I need to dwell upon helping myself to see straight away that I'm learning very quickly about life. What can I do, guys? I mean, I'm doing my best. I'm doing the best I can, and that's all I can do. I mean, you know what I'm saying? So I want to say straight away, I never need a cigarette in my life. Which is just positive talk and psychologically stay away from cigarettes and everything in terms of life. Which is all how I feel. I feel that no matter what, I'm learning very quickly about how I can enjoy myself much better than that. And I understand straight away, I'm learning very quickly about just enjoying myself. I'm enjoying myself, so as I grow myself differently, I'm looking to help myself to explain that there's a better way in surging of friends and alcohol and everything, and you also understand that there's a better way to deal with life than those ways. I see such more how I need to love my life differently, yeah? I see it's more how I feel. It's much more how I need to grow myself, but it's something that I need to do. I need to somehow do my life much greater. And it's more how I feel. I feel that no matter what, that if I listen to my own music, I'm learning how to enjoy myself, yeah? I'm learning how to penetrate myself much greater. And I'm looking for better ways to improve. And I'm showing myself the better way of repulsion and a better way. I'm learning how to just enjoy. I'm learning how to understand straight away how my music over here that I made is more enough. And it's more enough, it's more how I feel. And I understand straight away that I do have the nice little courage to be able to make music. But it's much more how I feel. I feel that no matter what, that I'm learning very quickly about finishing up and doing a better job in terms of my music production, in terms of what I'm doing. But I realize that my popularity is going uphill. I'm going uphill in my popularity, and I understand straight away. I'm looking for that nice and beautiful way. I'm learning that nice and beautiful way. But if you have too much happening in your music at one time, then you tend to lose out on a better sound. I should also understand. I should also understand that every single day, learn how to grow yourself differently. Learn how to enjoy yourself in different ways of whatever you're doing. So for myself, in terms of my plan with music production, I plan to just keep going with reading with people and understand straight away how they are working and how they go about things. So no matter what, I have to learn on my own how to do everything. And it's much more how I need to help myself to dwell upon something much greater. I see how people are going for that trance vibe sound, but what you really want to be going for is more of that, and also you can go and dwell upon pop rock and pop music in terms of like, and pop music is more vocal music these days. So it's more how you have to understand that you have to go and grow yourself, yeah? But it's much more how you have to understand how to hollow your way through life. See, it's much more how you have to grow yourself, yeah? And grow yourself in the best kind of way forward. See, it's much more how I see straight away how people are doing their way of life. So no matter what, I'm learning very quickly. I'm learning very quickly about my life and how I'm much more. But I can do music production myself. I can learn it all by myself, but the thing is that if I learn anything by myself, I understand straight away I need some help also from other people. And I need to read, and that's why I'm reading from other people to see what they are doing in their softwares. And now, did I learn something from Ferry Corson and Estiva? Well, I should definitely. I definitely did learn something from Nico Romero as well. And it gave me some nice and beautiful donations to how to make music. And it does unlock my spiritual path to make better music. But I need better sounds. I need better sounds. And I need to learn the softwares. I have to learn the softwares. And what softwares? I have to learn the synths. I have to test everything. I have to test out equipment. I have to test out the equipment. I have to test out my structure. I have to test out everything about life. And that's it. I have to put in the time. And now putting in the time is something that I have to do. Well, I can do that. I can put in the time. I'm very positive about life over here. And I'll let it be that way. And what I want to do is learn to abruptly just be able to grow myself differently. I feel John Cena won the Universal Championship from Roman Reigns. I just have a feeling. I have a feeling because he's just in the peak of his career, and why not? I see straight away how it's much more how it is, and you have to understand straight away that if you're growing yourself, that you see straight away that no matter what, I can learn how to actually dwell upon my life greater, and I'm learning much more how to help myself to do something more. And I'm learning how to love my life. I'm learning to help myself to deliver information. So every single day I learn that nice and beautiful way of life. I see something new. I see every single day I learn that nice and beautiful way of life. So I see straight away how to do much more. I think so. Every single time I do something, I do that nice and beautiful feeling. I see every single time I learn that nice and beautiful way of life. So no matter what I do, I'm looking for a better way. I'm looking to help myself to deliver content. I'm learning. I'm learning that nice and beautiful way of life. Since every single time I learn that that's a beautiful feeling. I see John Cena lost to Roman Reigns. So anyway, so it's not sure how I feel. I see anyway. I see really quickly about life. So I see anyway. I see I must go grow myself differently. So as I grow myself differently, I'm learning that that's a beautiful aspect. I'm learning to penetrate myself. I'm penetrating myself and I learned something along the way. I learned something that I have that that's a beautiful time and place. I have a nice and beautiful time and place to make sure I'm looking for a brighter way out of life. So now as I grow myself differently, I'm looking for better ways to improve, but nobody can fulfill me except I. And I'm looking for better ways of dealing with my life. So every single day I'm learning to understand something that I'm doing. I'm doing a nice and beautiful way of life over here. And I'm learning a nice and beautiful aspect of life. So no matter what, I feel I'm lifting over here, I'm lifting my beautiful way of life. So no matter what, I'm learning quickly about how to persuade myself to grow. So as I grow myself, I'm experiencing a better time and blissful attempt with myself over here. I feel my nice and beautiful way of life growing. I'm growing myself. See anyway, so as I really grow myself, I'm helping myself to see exactly what I need to do to succeed. So I succeed differently, yeah? I see it's much more how vocals are just so much better than instrumentals. Now, I understand that. I understand that. I mean, every single day I'm learning how to just make better music, but the better music, I can see straight away how to make better music. And I feel it's much more how it is, otherwise. Actually, money just goes into it, and that's it. And I learn how I feel different. But no matter what, I realize 1 hour music is what I want to make. And why do I want to make so much music for? I want to make so much music because I'm passionate about it. I feel that no matter what, I'm learning very quickly about love. I'm learning about love, I'm learning about loving myself, and I'm learning to help myself to find a career much more. I learned how dark it is if you smoke cigarettes. But guess what? I've realized that there is a chance that people can smoke cigarettes and not be addicted to it, you know. How's that possible? They can psychologically talk themselves out of cigarettes always. Now that's a key difference. The people can smoke cigarettes and never actually have an addiction to it because they can speak positively to it. I mean, they can speak positively, but yes, you may feel withdrawal physically, but the physical withdrawal is 5% only. When it's 95% psychological, and you must understand, and that's the difference. But why do you want to smoke? I mean, why would you want to smoke cigarettes? I mean, you know what I'm saying? I mean, guess what? I mean, never plan for your life, man. I mean, your life is never a cigarette. I mean, every single day you must understand. I mean, it's much more of a blessing to be able to breathe. I mean, never ever mess around with the lifestyle. Actually, one cigarette is never enough. Actually, one cigarette is never enough to live life. You understand? First you consider truth in that. And you have to understand that there's something better than poison sometimes. And never poison your body, and never put chemicals of rubbish into you. In your sense, so that way you're learning very quickly about life and you're learning how to enjoy yourself. Imagine yourself over here where you have so much music and nobody wants to watch you. But you put it on YouTube, and you enjoy. And that's how I'm understanding my life as well. I feel that no matter what that life is moving forward for me especially, I'm learning how to help myself. I promise you I understand straight away how I feel. And I have everything for free over here with my dad. I have a free lifestyle over here. I'm living for free. I mean, just and he's only going to be there for so much time. So my dad's only going to be around for so much time over here. So what am I going to do? I understand that what I do is I learn how to grow myself differently. I'm learning how to just grow myself in a different way of life. I'm looking at that nice and beautiful change. I'm looking for different ways of being. And that's it. I feel people go partying and they have all the time in the world to go and party, and I have all the time in the world to just talk to you guys. I'm actually understanding something. I'm looking for a better sign to whatever's happening in terms of life. And I'm learning to listen to music, but I'm listening to music and I'm enjoying myself as well. I'm looking for a better way of feeling. So every single time I'm learning that nice and beautiful feeling of life. So every single time I'm learning at the nice and beautiful peak of my life over here. I'm learning how to enjoy myself. So no matter what I'm doing is I'm learning and I'm understanding that there's a big difference always between how I listen to music now. I understand straight away that no matter what, that my music is always much better than other people's music. And that's just my personal opinion. And I understand straight away how popularity goes toward others over here, and how I gain popularity in my life for my condolences and everything I've done. Actually, it's not sure how I feel. I feel that no matter what, I'm learning very quickly about my life over here. I'm learning to see straight away how I need to go. But there you go. See John Cena lost. I see, so no matter what, I'm learning very quickly about my life. So as I grow myself, I'm learning very quickly, and I'm understanding straight away I need to help myself to find a foundation. And I find the foundation of love within me to succeed, and to understand straight away that I need to grow my life. So every single time now I'm understanding how I feel, and how I feel is I need to perform much more. Right, no matter what, I'm learning very quickly to just talk more words. I talk more words and I find myself doing better. I'm never bored because I have my word I. I'm always coming back to the word I, and I'm learning very quickly about life. And I have to start putting everything on YouTube. I have to start putting my music on YouTube. I only put certain music on YouTube. I put all my music on YouTube. I put every single album on YouTube, and I'll give some money. I'll give some money here and there to have something rolling on with the footage. And I start with my beautiful albums now. And from now on, I understand straight away that I'm too good to star. Actually, it's more how it is. So it'll be as a 1 hour music track. And now, do I upload it again on YouTube? Actually, yeah. Actually, I want to upload a radio show, and also again the music track again. So I need to start doing that. So anyway, I'm looking for a nice and beautiful way of life. I'm learning something different. I'm enjoying myself in the process of my life. So everybody has different types of music, and everybody is different. I'm learning something different anyway from how I make music. So, and I need to make music long. I need to make a long track. And I need to put it into. I need to put everything into practice. And that's how I feel. And no matter what, I'm learning how other people can only make you so far, achieve so far. Well, other people can only make you achieve so far, but you can achieve so much more than that. I see Fardom. I see everybody in life over here needs to appreciate, to listen to music. I remember when I was listening to techno music and I was listening to Deadmau5 and I was listening to other people in terms of dark sets and stuff like that while I was smoking cigarettes and drinking alcohol in the nighttime at my house. And all I was doing was wasting time. I was doing nothing, I promise you. I was doing nothing. And I was using cigarettes as a crutch to just smoke something. But because I had so much cigarette smoke in me, I had physical withdrawals. And the more cigarettes you do smoke and the more cigarettes you put into your body, the more physical withdrawal you have. I mean, understand? Yeah. The more cigarettes you smoke, the more difficult it is to quit cigarettes. And heroin people as well. When they put heroin into their body, they suffer massive withdrawal pangs. I know, listen to me. That first cigarette, there's only 5% chance that it's a physical withdrawal. I mean, the physical withdrawals of one cigarette is 5%. If you smoke 20 cigarettes within 1 hour, you're going to feel a lot of, let's say, physical withdrawal from the cigarettes. And I promise you. So never ever even get to cigarettes. Never ever go that way because it's 99% psychological and 1% physical. Honestly, guess what? Honestly, it's all spiritual. Honestly, what I'm saying is 100% spiritual. And nothing from this world shall inherit the kingdom of God. But guess what? Everything from this world has the kingdom of God in it. But you must understand how to grow yourself. And you have to understand how to go and develop. You have to develop your life and you have to develop who you are. So for myself over here, I'm always understanding to grow myself regardless of the situation. And I'm learning very quickly about my life, yeah? I'm learning how to enjoy. I'm learning to enjoy myself regardless of the situation. And I'm learning how my life is moving forward. I'm here on standby. Actually, my life needs to do better anyway. Regardless of the situation, I need to be able to do much better. I realized something. Realizing now's the time to put this on YouTube. Put my track to YouTube now. Put my cassette tape into YouTube, and now I have something of myself on YouTube. And I'm becoming somebody on YouTube now. And I'm learning how to just dwell upon my life. So I just say how to satisfy your. I say how to satisfy your desire to manifest. So how So how to satisfy desire to manifest your dreams. I say a little bit that way. I say I'm learning that really quickly. Learning quickly how my life is different, but life for me is moving forward. And now what do I do? I just do my life. I'm learning how to do my own life over here. And I learn how to just have much more in my life over here. So I'm learning how to talk much more words to see much more how it is. I see that. See how Steven's using his own skills. See he's making his own skills worth knowing. See how I feel that Steven's showing me how to do certain aspects of life over here with everything in terms of life, but then again he gets the kick he wants. Actually then again he makes that sound. So that sound must be coming from different aspects of life. I see much more how I need to work on the actual kick to make it sound much better. I see much more how I feel. I know it'll be that way. I learned something, I learned how to grow myself apart. I learned how to just focus upon helping myself to deliver information. So I just put Coffs Harbour. I've been to Coffs Harbour and I say it's a beautiful place to be. I feel that no matter what, it's much more how you need to grow yourself, yeah? And I'm learning how to just make long music happen. And as I make long music, I'm enjoying myself much more in the process. I see it's much more how this world here is never enough for me. I need better than this world. I mean, I ask Jesus Christ how to achieve a better world. I say Jesus Christ says, talk better. I say talk better, man. Oh shit, that's how you have to understand. I have to talk better. I say it's not sure how I feel. I feel that no matter what I do, I feel like how I understand straight away that how people are trying to become popular and they're trying to do something to help their life. And I'm becoming more popular than other people in aspects of life where it's life coaching, definitely. So I'm definitely popular in life coaching. I promise you there's many people who have all differences of opinion about life and being positive and talking positivity. Actually, it's all different. Actually, everybody's different. I'm sure that I'm not saying straight away, I'm different too. I'm sure all you need is your positive talk. If you're able to talk positively throughout life, then you can do much greater. But luckily, I have two side hustles. I have my music production and I have my life coaching. I'm saying straight away how my 16 years is worth. 16 years is a long time. And I'm saying straight away that no matter what, I'm learning very quickly to just help myself to watch people online and watch especially these music artists and how they do music production. And I learned how to just learn how to do it myself over here. I've learned more on my own than watching with other people. For sure, I've definitely learned more music production doing it on my own. And now I'm learning just ideas, and now definitely these music producers gave me some ideas about, hey, get better synths and get better plugins to get better sounds, and that's it. Actually, that's all it is. Actually, I understand that, so I'm learning very quickly that I can make quick sounds happen, but it's all how I feel. And I'm learning very quickly about life over here. So no matter what, I understand straight away, I never feel like a cigarette. But if you have a cigarette, probably should just have one and just never complain about it. And just understand straight away that you can just go and do it. I mean, you understand? But make sure you understand that you never need one. You know, you never need a cigarette to live life. Short-term cigarettes is a chaos. Long-term cigarettes is chaos. Long-term is never chaos on its own, and short-term is never chaos on its own. But go long-term over short-term, and never smoke cigarettes. Unfortunately, those people who go and try to smoke cigarettes are the ones that lose eventually, if their psychological altitude or aptitude of their thoughts and how they speak out is never ringing a bell. Actually, it's more how I feel. I feel Jesus Christ is showing me over here to never smoke cigarettes because I'm positive. I feel His presence over here. I mean, Jesus Christ is telling me never push a cigar over here. That means no smoke cigarettes over once. I feel it's much more of my Heavenly Father telling me, hey, talk positively. You have the Holy Spirit within you, and you're doing much greater. And my back heals, that's all I can tell you right now. So it's all how I feel. I'm just learning simply. I'm learning simply about life. I learned something different. And everybody's different, but I'm learning very quickly about how to understand something about life. And life's different. I mean, after I understand this, my dad is a poor role model when it comes to cigarettes. And he just smokes all day long. But I understand that there are many people out there that smoke all day long. And it's a poor role model when you smoke cigarettes. And even people drinking alcohol, I remember how difficult it was for me to quit alcohol and cigarettes and drugs. I'm sure it was so different. I'm sure it was so difficult for me because I was unable to speak positively. And now I can always speak positively. I can always be somebody speaking positively. I never need alcohol and cigarettes. Actually, if you drink alcohol, actually it's the worst thing you can do. Actually, it's the worst thing you can do. And alcohol just slows you down and slows your mentality down and slows your physical health down and slows your health down and slows everything down for you. And it's the worst thing. And I remember when I was on the ice, and now the ice is something. Actually, ice is so addictive. And I guess what, I'm on the ice. I remember when I was on the ice, and on the ice I was hyperactivity. I had hyperactivity on the ice, and it was wrecking my teeth fast. And the ice and methamphetamine was somewhere where I was so jiggly. I was so jumping up and down. I was so happy. And it's just a fake kind of happiness, and it's just it makes you dopamine. It spits out dopamine, or your dopamine receptors start fucking escalating and start fucking shooting everywhere, and your dopamine starts. I mean, it's like you're eating. I mean, it's like you're eating for 24 hours. I mean, it's like you're eating and drinking for 24 hours. Something. I mean, do you understand when you sit down to have dinner? And you're having dinner and you're having your favorite food. I mean that's how it feels like for 24 hours. I mean, yeah, and never get on the methamphetamine and the ice, please. But it felt like that, and why does it feel like that? Because that's a dopamine trigger, and triggers the dopamine. And once the drugs trigger dopamine, then the brain says, "Hey, give me some more of that." So the brain wants it, and that's the psychology about it. I mean, in a sense, the brain asks, "Hey, give me some of that," but guess what? Actually, it's not the brain asking it, actually it's you asking for it. Actually, you must understand. So, actually, the brain can never ask for that. Actually, anything that the brain does is physical withdrawal. Actually, physical withdrawal. So, if you smoke too much, or if you do too much drugs, then eventually, what happens is dopamine receptors start closing up in your brain. And when dopamine receptors start closing up in your brain, what happens is you feel less pleasure for what you're doing around life, and you feel less happy. So you feel less happy, or you feel less in life. So, for example, now let's have a look. I'll show you something. I'll show you that if if I was to smoke ice all day long, actually dopamine receptors start shooting all day long, and make me feel happy. Actually, my world would feel happy, but it's a fake happiness because I'm shooting myself with. I'm never shooting myself with. I'm making sure I'll be very grateful. I understand that it's much more how if you're on the ice and you're smoking up all day long, then you're shooting actual drugs into your body that shoot up into your brain that make you have those dopamine receptors going off and stuff like that. So if you understand to delay gratification, actually to delay gratification is the best way forward, always. So you must understand. So what happens is people who gratify themselves with drugs much more are the people who are poorer and poorer and poorer and poorer throughout life. I mean, in a sense, so the people who breathe less. I mean, the people who die earlier. I mean, the people who never respect themselves and their body. I mean, Jesus Christ says in the Bible of God that you must respect your holy temple. I mean, respect your temple. I mean, respect your insides and where you live inside of your body. And never throw trash down your body. I mean, you understand? I mean, you have to understand that. And that's how it is. So that's what Jesus Christ is telling me also. I mean, so no matter what, you must understand that when people are shooting up heroin and stuff like that, they're putting poison into their body, and that poison starts to really, really give them a withdrawal, of a physical withdrawal, and they become psychopaths. I mean, these heroin addicts become serial killers, I promise you. And you have to understand that it's like that, and you must understand that it just is. I'm sure that every single day I'm always asking Jesus Christ more questions, but you must understand that people who have withdrawal pangs for drugs and who need drugs to live life are people who are unhappy. And they're very unhappy, and they smile out of nowhere. I mean, they're never really happy. I mean, they give you a fake smile. I mean, they give you a fake smile. I mean, understand? So, and that's my dad. I mean, my dad, in terms of my biological dad, he gives you a fake smile, but so far he's been giving me some smiles, and he's been telling me that he's happy. And I'm just growing myself in the process. So, no matter what I do, I'm learning very quickly how I do life. So I'm learning to honestly just enjoy my life now. So what I want to do is show you guys that those people who need dopamine receptors and those people who need to shoot up heroin or do cocaine or do, let's say, drugs like MDMA and in terms of methamphetamines, are people who go to jail far sooner. And there are also people who die sooner, and there are also people who are unhappy. But why are they unhappy? I mean, it's because of their talk. I mean, it's because they're self-critiquing themselves. And you must understand that if you self-critic yourself, then you're speaking negatively about yourself. But never speak negatively about yourself. I mean, in a sense, so you have to talk. You have to turn to yourself, and you have to turn to yourself more than anything else. And hold on to yourself. I mean, be sure in yourself that you never need the outside world for anything. I mean, and that's why this life is a test. And that's why I'm understanding straight away that I have to live this life, and I ask Jesus Christ, how long do I have left until I live this life over here? And when Jesus Christ says, give it some time, gosh, I understand that there's a better world, man. I'm never upset though, I'm never upset, I'm just asking to leave this world. I promise you, although, guess what? I'm asking to leave this world because I understand something. I have a better world. I mean, there's something better. I mean, Jesus Christ is telling me something over here. Jesus Christ says, just be patient. I mean, just love your life and just enjoy. I mean, it's like being in a box all day long. I mean, it's like a box, and it's just like, what do I do all day long? I mean, I have to talk positively, of course. And I want to go around the world traveling, but then I understand how to do it alone. And I understand my dad's going to go away from this life. I understand my mum's going away too. I understand how to make a family, how to work a 9-to-5 job. I understand straight away how I need to talk positively as well. I need to do my best throughout life. And I need to talk positively much more. So, and now I'm actually in the time of my life. I'm at the prime of my life right now. And nothing can get me down, I promise you. I'm just learning to honestly be apprehensive toward myself over here. To speak more words of encouragement. And since I actually talk much more words of encouragement, I'm learning very quickly about how to actually deal with life. I'm learning how to deal with life much more. And I'm enjoying myself in the process of what I'm doing. So no matter what I'm doing, I'm learning very quickly about life. I'm learning how fake wrestling is. And I'm learning how to enjoy myself. So no matter what I'm doing, I'm learning that nice and beautiful attempt at life. See some beautiful track, Eclipsed by Estiva. See, it's much more how I feel. See, anyway, I'll learn how I'm learning to enjoy. But I'll have to learn how to live a long life, and how living a long life is something that I want to do. But eventually, living a long life, I promise you, if I live a long life, I will live a long life. Because I'm understanding something over here, I never want to die. I can never die, unfortunately, there's no chance to die in this lifetime. Actually, what can happen to me is maybe somebody else can kill me, but what I'm doing is I'll look out for that, and I'll make sure that I'll go and cause more silence in the world, and I'm learning to just be quiet about everything, and I'm learning to just go my own way. But if I'm totally alone all my life, I'm understanding what I can do from 70 years to 100 years of my life. I can understand straight away that it's more like this, and more 1 hour rule all day long. I mean, 1 hour rule all day long, man. I mean, how long do I have to do that for? I see straight away it's more how I feel. I have to self-isolate. 1 hour rule. I have to do 1 hour rule. I asked Jesus Christ what to do. I mean, Jesus Christ says, yeah, actually that's a big question. Actually, Jesus Christ says, self-isolate and travel the world as much as you can. At this point, I should try to travel at 70 years of age. And try to go places. I'm trying to see the world a bit. If alone. Yeah. Actually, I can do that. I'm trying to see something at 70 years of age. Go somewhere and walk around a bit. Actually, that's if I can. I'm sure I can. But let's have a look. Actually, 70 years of age, huh? Actually, depends. Actually, it depends. I shall have to see. And I'm not sure how I feel. I feel different. And life is different. I love it. I'm looking at the nice and beautiful way of life, so I'm looking at different aspects of life. I'm looking at making sure I'm learning to help myself to grow, but I need to enjoy. So as I grow myself differently, I'm looking at different aspects of life, and I need to enjoy myself differently, and showing myself the better way of life, and showing myself the road to much more. You must understand. I'm looking to understand that Jesus Christ only ever spoke positively in this world. His whole life is positive. I've never seen one negativity from Jesus Christ in the Bible of God. All is spoken positive about Jesus Christ. And now, of course, the Pharisees were negative on Jesus Christ, but Jesus Christ was positive around everything. And that's how you must be. And I understand straight away how to do that for myself. I feel that no matter what, I'm learning how I've never lost. I'm learning to understand that the people can understand to suss me out over here, and they see that I'm gone my own way. And they see straight away I'm learning how to do greater, and I never hate you, I love only everything. I learned to understand something. I learned to understand that my dad over here has a bit of time to go until he goes. So she's going to be only here for a certain amount of time, but then what I do is I move up. I'm learning something. I'm learning that I have to go the freeway. I have to go the freeway around life. I have to go the freeway because that way I have more time for myself. But I am changing. I'm changing for the better, and I'm learning very quickly about enjoying myself, yeah? I'm learning how to help myself to do life greater. And I'm making sure that I can also speak to you while doing my YouTube channel and while also doing my Instagram. I can speak to you guys while checking the news channels. I can do Netflix and talk to you guys. I can do everything I want to do while talking to you guys. Except reading online. And now reading online, I can do it as well. I can talk to you guys while doing anything. And that's it. Actually, it's more how I feel. So, it's more how I feel. That's it. It's not sure how I have to go, so. That's it. It's more how I need to develop. As I develop, I'm learning how to develop myself and see success for what it is. That people have success and the people want me to help them. Actually, I feel that I have some kind of success as well. And no matter what, I'm learning very quickly about life. Actually, now, no way do I go back to cigarettes, I mean, insane. Because I have a life now, I have something better. I have a better image of myself. And that image is something greater now, so. I mean, that's it. Actually, it's how I feel. Actually, there's no secret. Actually, if I smoke a cigarette, I never smoke a cigarette. Actually, if you smoke a cigarette, actually, you never smoke a cigarette. Actually, if people smoke cigarettes, then what they need to do is get off the drugs, cause actually get off the drugs quickly. But guess what? Actually, if people smoke cigarettes, then they have to own up to it, and they have to own up to the fact that they have to quit. But never admit that you're a drug addict, because you guys are never a drug addict. I mean, people must never admit that they're a drug addict. In a sense, that's all how it is. So, I'm learning very quickly about life. And that's much more how I find more positivity in what I'm saying and doing all day long. And I'm learning how to listen to music all day long while listening to festivals and consuming content while talking to you guys. And it actually does help me to grow myself. So I'm learning. I'm having a beautiful time with listening to music now. And I understand that. So no matter what I do, I'm learning quickly to enjoy my life. So Life is changing. See, so for myself, it's much more how you guys have to give up the drugs. So make sure, make sure you understand straight away. I'm looking for better ways to deal with my life. No matter what, us Jesus Christ, how can I escape this kind of phase where I'm stuck in my house over here? But guess what? I'm never stuck. I'm actually in the woods. But what do I need to do? I need to live like this in the physical world, and I have to speak the words. And now Jesus Christ says, speak words all day long. I should speak words all day long is what I need to do. I see it every single day. I'm learning quickly. See, it's much more how I feel. I see it's much more how I need to love my life, yeah? So, no matter what I'm doing, I'm listening to Estivo's music albums and music tracks. And I'm learning very quickly about life. And I'm learning how people only listen to a certain amount of time. And I feel that no matter what, that all I need to do is grow myself differently, and I'm looking to help myself to see exactly what I need to do. So I'm understanding straight away to just be in the words. I'm probably should live in the words all day long and speaking the words. I feel I'm never wasting my life, but what else can I do? I mean, where can I go? I mean, to go for a drive? I mean, I can go for a drive. I can ask my dad to go for a little drive for myself. Actually, he may say no. Actually, I can say to the police how I went to the shops to get cigarettes. I mean, I can drive my car, I can put on my car and go for a little drive. I can put $10 of petrol in my dad's car and just go for a little drive somewhere. I can ask him. I see straight away that no matter what, I'm learning very quickly how to show myself this. I ask Jesus Christ over here what to do. I mean, Jesus Christ says, listen, why do you want to go for a drive where you can go and read music production? I understand. I can read music production over here. But it's more to listen to music in the car while driving. I see. See, it's much more how I feel. I understand that it's just an idea. That's just an idea. I mean, Jesus Christ says, focus on your music. I focus on my music production. We go the freeway. So, I mean, that's the only thing I can do at this time of the night. Unfortunately, it's 8:30. So it's much more how I feel. I feel different, so no matter what, I'm looking for different ways of life, and life is different. I mean, to listen to music, I never want to waste my time. I never want to waste my time driving my car. I never want to drive my dad's car to waste my time. I don't want to waste my time. I see straight away it's such how I feel. I feel I'm the best kind of individual I can be. There's so much, there's only so much I can do. There's only so much I can do today. And I focus on helping myself see that I'm listening to music already. I'm actually driving the car and listening to music. Actually, nah. Actually, I see the idea of like, what else, I mean, what other ideas are there? Actually, everything's self-isolating these days. I'm saying straight away. I have somebody over here. I have everything I need over here. Actually, it's more how I feel. I need to go and grow myself differently, so no matter what I'm doing a nice and beautiful life over here. And I'm learning how to grow myself differently, so as I grow, I'm doing better.